Hello everyone. So today you guys will learn how to be a samurai and how to fight like a samurai and how to train like a samurai. So to begin, we must go over the very basics of how to be a samurai, and that includes ki, ken, tai. Ki means spirit, ken means sword, and tai means body. Because in the samurai martial arts, we are taught how to put all three together while we're training. Okay. Certain martial arts from the samurai, such as kenjutsu or kendo, and iaijutsu or bato jutsu, and those are the names of the martial arts that is from the samurai. And in those dojos, they teach you how to do that. And today, that's what I'm going to teach you guys. So every week, I will release an episode of how to do this. So everything I've learned from the dojos, I'm going to teach you guys. So let's get started, shall we? I've gotten a lot of messages from a lot of you guys saying that you guys want to learn, you don't know where to start, and a lot of you guys have asked me, and I'm very honored that a lot of you guys have looked at me as that role model for you guys and to help you guys, and I am willing to accept. So, you know, here I am. So let's start off with this. So to even start doing it, you need something to wield like a sword, right? So I don't expect you guys to have your very own katana. On the contrary, if you guys are beginners, I don't want you guys using a real sword anyway, because it's sharp and can hurt you. So start with like a bamboo sword, such as a shinai. That's what it's called, a shinai. Okay. Or a bokken. In kendo, they have you start with bokkens first before going for the shinai, just so you know. But, you know, use what you have. If you don't have neither of these, use a stick. Just like, you know, if you're a very young child. I mean, we all grab sticks and pretend we were Jedis, right? Or samurais or something. So, whatever works, man. And if you guys want a good website, I think a website is called bogu.com. And they have some decent stuff. Maybe I'll put those links in the description. And there's a lot of principles, right, they teach in kendo, even in the Iaido, that really emphasizes the principles of no mind, stillness, spirit, and all these other things. Those are going to have to be different videos because those topics are huge and they expand pretty quickly. So today we're not going to go over the formality. We're just going to go over the basics of actually how to do it, so you guys can jump right into it and start working out and start improving yourself. Okay? So further ado, let's get to it. Alright, the first step is how to hold the sword properly. Okay, so since most of you guys are not going to be using real swords, I will grab a bokken. So you do not want to grab it like this. I'll say it again. You do not want to grab it like this. Okay? It's not a baseball bat. You want to grab it at an angle. So watch my hand. See that? From this to this. It's in the angle. How you make this angle is you relax your grip. Okay? So you're going to let your thumb go from your first finger all the way down to your middle and ring finger, like if you're Spider-Man. That's number one. Number two, you're going to let your first finger relax and not be connected to your thumb. You're going to let it just kind of almost drift away. See? And then you want the rest of your fingers to kind of follow along that angle of your first finger. So it's almost like that. Instead of like this, like that. Okay. And same thing for your left hand. Because, I mean, if you're left-handed, sure, you can do this if you want. But if you're in the... Damn you! Alright, so like I was saying, if you're left-handed, yes, you can hold it reverse. However, if you're in a kendo dojo, or if you're thinking about going to one, or Iaido school, they're going to have you still have your right hand in front first, no matter what. That's just how it's been for a long time. So anyway, so yes, right hand up front, left hand on the bottom. Your left hand is going to be the same thing as your right hand. How I showed you guys like this, it's going to be like that in this left hand too. Same thing. So just basically use the same tips that I told you with the first one for the bottom. Okay. And then when you swing it, you're not going to hold it tight the whole time. Okay, so that's what's going to slow you down. I'm just going to tell you this now so you guys don't develop bad habits. So what you want to do is going to be relaxed. You're going to have it relax in your hand, and you don't tighten it until the very last end of the swing, or what they call shisei. So if you're up here and you go all the way down, that's shisei. Well, let me back up so you guys can see me. So the first swing, right, especially, you know, for kendo, a lot of it's just a top heavy swing onto men, which is the head, or kote, which is the wrist, or do, which is the body. Okay, and a lot of them, or all of them, really start from up here. Okay, now at least for the beginning. When you get more advanced, you'll learn how to do them shorter, right? Or you can just go pop instead of going from all the way up here. No, kendo doesn't have you actually go through a person when you're swinging, by the way, unless you're talking about the do strike and they run through them. Other than that, they don't really swing through. Like when they're hitting men or kote, they're actually going forward, so you don't hurt the other person. Now, if you do swordsmanship like Hema, even though it's European, there's a lot of similarities, right? And they actually let you actually hit and go through. So that's why I'm teaching you guys, though, for training on your own. I want to show you guys how to actually properly use the sword. So I'm just showing you guys how to actually swing and go through. That's why we're going to go more into Iaido Jutsu instead. Just want you guys to know that. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we're going from all the way up here. Okay. Also, when you start doing the Iaido Jutsu and stuff like that, you're not going to be swinging like this. You're going to be going all the way through. Keep that in mind. Anyway, so yes, to start, you're going to have your hands in that position. Okay. And you're going to lift. Don't worry about your feet right now. Just want you to focus on this. So you're going to be square, have it above your head, right? Straight up, not completely locked. Just straight up, have your arms bend a little bit. And you come down, okay? Keep the sword straight. Make the sword be parallel with the floor, okay? Just like that. Okay. Now make sure you guys have a way to look at yourselves in the mirror, or maybe use your phone or whatever. Make sure you guys' shoulders are not like this. Because a lot of people tend to go like that. Okay? You don't want to look like Quasimodo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. You know, because it's really bad for your shoulders by doing that, but also slows you down dramatically. Okay? You want your shoulders relaxed and down. And we do have warm-ups to help you with that as well. That I will be showing in another video. Okay? So stay tuned for that. So yes, you're going to come up, come down. You know, do it slowly so you don't start doing this. Just do it slowly for now. Boom. Okay? Up and down. And make sure when you you have space between your hands too, by the way. Don't be swinging like this. Have some space. Okay. And then after that, we're going to try doing different levels. Okay, this is going to help you with control as well. So you're going to swing up. You're going to stop at your own head level. Okay. If you don't know what your own head level is, go up to something, measure your head to it, be like, all right, swing at that. And then you're going to stop at it. Okay. So every time you get done with a swing, by the way, make sure you go through it. Like, right, if you're cutting butter or a piece of bread, you're going to finish going through below your belly button. Don't be like this. You're going to have your arms straight out. Okay? So it's going to hit, come down. Just like that. You're going to make sure the tip of your sword is facing in the center. Not up, not like that, not down, but right in the middle. So if someone's in front of you, it's going to be facing their chest. So all you have to do is walk in front of them. It's going to poke them. Okay? So keep that in mind. So arms straight when you're down here. Because this is one of our stances. Right? But when you finish the cut, and you follow through, you're going to be ending up into the stance, right? Shudan Kamae. That's what it's called. So, when you're here, aim for the head, stop, come down, straight arms, not locked, just straight, still relaxed, and then underneath the belly button, just like that. Okay? And after that, you're going to do the same thing with kote, or the wrist. Here, aim for the wrist. Well, it's going to be almost fully down, right? Almost. So it's not completely down. It's a little bit before that. Like right here. Bang. And then boom. So you're going to hit it, and then follow through. Bop. Okay. And now my favorite one, which is do, the body. The body, you're going to have it up, and then you're going to be almost making an X, okay? So you're going to come up, and you're going to turn the sword slightly, and come up down from an angle, right? Like basically your shoulder to hip. Opposite shoulder, opposite side of the hip. Just like that. And you're going to want to stop it parallel like that. You see? Boom. Above your head. Bang. And then after that, you can do the other side as well. So both sides. A tip to do this better is have tip of your sword a little above it a little bit, not so parallel. You don't want to swing where you like that. See that? My hand is touching my forearm. You don't want that. You still want space, so you want that. See? There's still space in between. Just like that. So have the tip of the sword a little higher when you're doing this one. Okay. And now once you guys got that down, let's go over footwork a little bit, shall we? So for footwork, in kendo they always have your right foot forward, no matter if you're right-handed or left-handed. So you're going to put your right foot forward. You're going to have your toes straight. Yeah, I'm wearing Dragon Ball Z sandals. What's up? All my anime lovers, you know what's up. But yes, right foot forward, have your toes straight, and then your back foot, okay, your back foot is also going to be straight. You don't want it out like this, but you want it forward as well, and you want it to be on your toes, okay, not flat on your toes. Your front foot will be flat, but your back foot will be on your toes, okay? So, in total, it's going to look like this. Just like this. Okay? And it's going to be very close together. I'm not going to lie to y'all. So basically, if you put a ruler going across from the back of your front foot. So in kendo, they do say do not step over your shinai. But for this, it's a different story, okay? So you're going to have your toes on your back foot right here. And then your front foot, right, the heel, is going to be like that. It's going to be just like that, okay? And then you're going to be on your toes on your back foot and flat on your front foot. And that is the stance. When you move forward with your feet in this stance, okay, you're not going to move like how you would normally walk, like that. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You're going to hover, okay? So your toes, it's like if you're touching water, like, oh, that's cold. That's how you're going to do it. So you're going to be like that. Just like that. Okay? So it's like, oh, that's cold water. That's cold water. So that's how you're gonna move. Just like that. It's like hovering, okay? And yes, you can move fast like this. To lift the sword above your head, your front foot is gonna come forward. And then when you strike down, your back foot is gonna come forward. So lift the sword above my head, front foot comes forward. The sword comes down, back foot comes forward. So you get the idea. So when my sword comes up, my front foot comes forward. And when my sword comes down, back foot comes forward. Okay? That's for all the strikes that we just went over. So it's like bang, 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 bang. So for men, or head strike, same thing. For kote, same thing. Okay. For do, same thing. Okay. And that's how you become a samurai.